Okay, hockey lovers, welcome back to not so sunny Cairns. It's raining for the first time, and I think this is going to be for a long time. This evening in this game between South Australia and Western Australia. Western Australia came second in the minor round, and South Australia came third in the minor round. So the winner from this game goes on to play Queensland in the grand final, and the loser will be playing the yet to be determined fourth team for the bronze medal. You have on the right side of your screen Western Australia with white caps and white bats, and on the left side of the screen you have South Australia with black caps and black bats. We have a minute 45 until the game starts, and a passing plane. I'm flying solo tonight. My technical guru Michael is playing elites for Queensland, so he's off at a team meeting. And my producer Ollie is off getting his dinner. It's been a long day for both teams, long couple of days. Last time they met, it was a draw, I believe a 1-1 draw. So we'll see how they've both held up over the past couple of days. I suspect fitness will come into effect, and judging by the other Western Australian teams, the Western Australians will be very well trained. Certainly their warm-up looked very slick. I'll run through the team names when we get a timeout, and I'll do my best to run by to name the players, but I'm sorry to the Western Australians, it's very difficult to read the numbers, and I'm one of the South Australians' dads, Nina's dad. I've been watching them for a while. I'm recognising them by the colour of their snorkels, fins and body shape. And we're away. Fast strike by the Western Australians. But into possession of the South Australian defence. They've moved it across to the solid wall. The pool here in Cairns. This the number one pool. You've got the solid wall on one side, and on the wall closest to the camera, it is a soft wall with a hard metal base. Some good defence by Orla there against the Western Australia, but not strong enough. She just slowed him down.
I don't think it's live. It's not live?
It's not live.
No. Not live.
It's not live.
It still says waiting.
Running.
Oh, it's 63. I thought it was 61.
It is 61. So everyone's looking for it on 61. You can't just change the name. You need to go to 61.
There's 10 people waiting on 61.
Yeah. It's live now. Is it? No, 61 come up now.
Well, it still says 61's upcoming. Because that's what I was on before. I was on...
Okay, how did you get back to that previous screen? Thank you. All right. Yeah, it is live, but it's live on 53. What do we got here? There's 61. There's 61. We won that one. Go live. We're good?
I've got this one, I don't think it's the old one. Is that the old one?
Delete that one.
Oh, is it gone?
I can hear you speaking.
Yeah.
Stop this one to start the other one. Sorry, I was just dragging you about.
Yeah.
This one is not live, I'm going to end this one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you need to go to number 5? You want number 1?
We weren't running.
You're all good now?
It's streaming what though? It's not streaming what I'm showing.
Yeah, I can't see it either there. What do you see? It's not showing what you're seeing.
Trying to figure out.
Yeah.
One of them is live, but it's not up to.
Then they don't know. We'll just run with what we've got. Okay, Control Alt to get back to the other screen, yeah?
Control tab.
Control Tab.
Okay, sorry.
Control Tab, right. Okay, we'll just run with this. It can be hard to tell. And I didn't have the microphone for that last lot, so you've missed that as well. You haven't missed much. It's 0-0. There's been 5 minutes of play. It's been a very even contest. The puck has been from one end to the other. We currently have a free outside of Western Australia's D, with South Australia making a push towards the goals. A lot of bodies on the bottom. Like good defence by the Western Australians to push it to the back wall. Not good enough though. Goal holds. And we have it, number 3. Number 3 for South Australia. I see no number 3 for South Australia. Okay. Maybe there were
Still not showing.
maybe there were 4 fingers on that hand.
But hold on, YouTube is slower than what we're seeing now.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, and they're away. So we now have 1-0. So thank you. South Australians have taken the lead. An unknown scorer. It may have been Sarah, but that'll have to be confirmed later when we can see the score sheet if they've got that right. It's now in the possession of the Western Australians. They're pushing it hard up the middle of the pool. And some very determined defence from the South Australians. So their centre back was calling for it. And swung to the side by the South Australian fullback. Some good defence, bodies on the bottom. And again driven to the side. Congratulations go out to those that are supporting from the side of the pool in the rain. We've got a chopping by the South Australians. Western Australia's free. A couple of desperate interchanges in the little bit of time they've got during that free. And they're away. Western Australia pushing in from the 45. Oh, there's a big opening. No one on the bottom. And an inevitable goal to the Western Australians. Well done to Western Australia, taking opportunity when you had it. It looked like that was number 6, which would be Maggie. Well done, Maggie Dobby. That's 1 goal apiece. And we've got a timeout. There's 40 seconds left. I'll quickly run through the Western Australian team. Western Australian under 15s consists of number 2, Emily Bailey, number 10, Oscar Roche, number 8 is Kaz Digney, number 5 is Blake Digney, number 12 is Jessie Lee, number 3 is Robbie Rose, number 13 is Finn McDonald, number 7 is Lil Palmer, 11 is Max Palmer, 6 is Maggie Dobby, our goal scorer, 4 is Matilda Rooney, and 9 is Ava Fournier. So the captain and vice captain aren't on this list. And we're away on the strike. It's West Australia first to the park, but we're unable to capitalise that, and it's now in the possession of the South Australian fullback Nina. There's a resulting tussle, and it's moved to the wall in the favour of the Western Australians. Who are now making their way into the South Australian half. Breakaway by one of the South Australians, but pulled up quickly by Western Australian defence. And again, a breakaway by a South Australian forward. Slowed by the Western Australian defence, but still in possession of South Australia. They have numbers on the bottom there. Not numbers that I can read, but numbers on the bottom. Oh, nice flick and chase by the Western Australian, but pulled up well by the South Australian forward, and now moved up the wall by South Australia. They'll be looking to move that up the wall and then break off at about the 45 and make a charge for the goals if they have the opportunity, which they didn't. Western Australia with the park, and now a breakaway on their own, and very good stop by the South Australian back. Exactly what was needed, pulling up the puck, giving the opportunity for the other backs to get that back there and assist. That was well done. Earlier in the games, that was a hole that the South Australians were having real troubles at filling. Again on the wall, I can see a lot of players on the surface. Another croc roll from the South Australian. It's a one, you get to play that one once and have it work. Back in the hands of the Western Australians. Pushing in from the top of the D. Very dangerous here for South Australia. And wisely driven to the corner for some respite by the South Australian back. Now they're working their way slowly up the wall. You can see why hockey players like it on the wall. Have a look at how many are on the surface.
How's it looking from the cameras?
Yeah. So here we are back around the middle of the pool up against the wall. Even tussle. Oh, and a breakaway. Pulled up well by the South Australian defender, driven to the wall. Western Australian on their own. Players are both sides are looking a little tired. There's only one or two bodies on the bottom when they're making an attack or indeed playing defence. Puck's being worked up the outer wall again, and again Western Australia's looking to come in and attack from that 45. And another push. Good decision. I know from the way that they were moving that was Caden. They had that. They had their eye on the defence there. They nearly played it back into trouble, made the wise decision to take it back into the opposite corner. The scoreboard's not enjoying the rain at all and has gone not blank but impossible to read. So I can't give you the amount of time we've got left in this first half. Some desperate substitutions by the South Australians. We've got Azalea coming on. You can just see her there in the top right. She's straight down and into the fray. Again in the corner. And we have a call by the ref. It's a chopping offence by the South Australians. Again, some very quick, 3 South Australian players looking for a sub. And it's back in play. And them just making that back in from the sub in time. Good presence on the bottom by South Australia. Some fresh lungs. We've got a call. Oh, they called that breaking. So it may have been that the players came in a touch late. Then allowed forward of that 3 metre line until the puck's touched. No, I'm full of nonsense. That was the end of the half. It's a bit hard to see the chief umpire as they're hiding under the tent from the rain. Not so for the spectators. There's a decent contingent of both South Australians and Western Australia players supporting their team, and a couple of hardy parents. I think the chief referee tripping over the cord to the monitor is not helping the scoreboard at all. We still have an unreadable scoreboard. I believe it is 1-1. My producer says yes. But I'm unable to assist you with times. I'll run through the South Australian team. Number 19, we've got Nina Harris, their vice captain and my daughter. Number 40 is Caden Davey. Number 10 is Azalea Zeglick. Every time. She's the captain. Number 9, Ula Wallagora. Number 4 is Sarah Miller. Number 6 is Megan Ningelgen. Number 99 is Harkin Quinn. Number 11 is Owen Barrett. Number 8 is Grace Melville. And number 1 is Charlie Crimble Hall. They're just about to start again at 1 apiece. It's like it's all a new game. It's been very even play so far. And we're back with the scoreboard. And I can tell you there's 30 seconds, 30... Ooh. No, and we're away again with the scoreboard. It just died. It was glitchy even while it was there. Less than 30 seconds until the start of this half. For anyone not familiar, there's 3 referees in the pool. You can see 2 of them in the shot at the moment. Well, mostly buttocks for the one on the right and one in the distance. They're wearing yellow tops and a lovely fluorescent orange yellow glove. And we're away. Azalea on the strike. Just pipped a Western Australian counterpart. She's moved it into the Western Australian half. We've got an offence caused by someone, and that's holding. So physical contact made once by one of the South Australians against one of the Western Australian players. Western Australia's free park, and they're on it. Good aggression from the South Australia in attack, and back up there by Caden. You can see the fullback backing up the halfback there. Well, working it up the wall, and we have a call. We have a call. And it's a bit too enthusiastic a defence once again by the South Australian fullback. She's got a minute in the sin bin. She's got 2 minutes in the sin bin. This is West Australia's free. South Australia now has only 5 players in the pool. This can give considerable advantage to the attacking team. Sorry, to the team with 6. It's important for the team with the player missing to really consolidate their defence and not let the Western Australians take advantage of any holes. And here is a hole. Well used free player by the Western Australians there, but great defence by the off half, the South Australian off half, Ula. She swung it back over the wall, and now she'll pull to the back of the defence again and to have a bit of a breather. There we had Azalea moving past. I could actually see the number on her then. Now Grace trying to chase down one of the Western Australians as they work it up the wall. Nina's back in the pool. Must have only been a minute. It was only a 1 minute penalty. She's back in the pool, so 6 players to the South Australians. Well done to the 5 that were left, holding out the Western Australians. We've got a gloving by one of the South Australians. West Australia's free. Right in front of South Australia's goals. Lots of bodies on bottom. And good defence there. That was Owen there driving it to the corner. Got another call by the referee. Again, an infringement by the South Australians. And again, real danger time for them. Lots of bodies on the bottom. One of the South Australian forwards have managed to get to the puck and drive it away from the goals. Currently in control of Owen. And he's pulled up at the back by a Western Australian. Fought to the wall by Nina. The Western Australians have managed to bring it back out again. And good back up by Owen again. Some very good defence by Owen, who's playing in the left half of the left wing at the moment. Caden pushing it back into the corner again and rolling to the back of the three-way rotation for the defenders along the wall. Owen again in the corner, trying to drive it up the wall. The South Australians have managed to gain a little bit of ground, taking it back up to the half. Just see them come into view there, with Sarah followed by Ula along the wall. Followed by Nina. And followed by one of the South Australians looking for a switch. It is a dangerous place to switch there. The West Australians got control and nearly had an open goal. It's now been driven across into the to the opposite wall, still in South Australia's half. And West Australia looking to switch it, but held up again by South Australian defence. Scores still locked up at 1-1. Coaches haven't used their timeouts yet. There haven't been a lot of frees called. The umpire is currently playing advantage as the South Australians move it down the wall. And they're still making ground. They've now actually got into West Australia's half. Nope, the umpire's pulled it up. Gloving. Okay, we got a timeout, and we nearly had a nearly functioning score. Still can't see it, so it'll be West Australia's free just inside their half after this timeout. No, you can't see it you can just see it in the cameras if you look at the surface. The rain's just coming down quite nicely at the moment. The previously courageous supporters have now retreated to shelter, and it's looking pretty lonely out there for the competing teams. We've got 5 seconds left in the in the timeout. And they're away.
What happens if they draw?
Back in control of the Queenslanders. It's being pushed by the defender across to the other side of the pool. The Western Australian, sorry. And you can see figures in the distance moving it up in the wall into, and they have managed now to get it into Western Australia's half. Play's largely been in Western Australia's favour to this point. They haven't managed to capitalise on it. 1 goal all, and here's a strong push by Azalea. 3 of them have managed to stop her, but she had support. And a desperate play from Caden. Some great defence by Western Australia. They're now looking to capitalise on an open pool, and they're surging up. Mad scrabble by the South Australian defence to get back. Good defence there by Western Australia. Bad luck, South Australia. They had good numbers down. And we've now got a little slow in play. Still being moved around the front of the Western Australian D. And in the hands there of Ula as the on half, followed by Nina as the fullback. Extra bodies on the bottom. You could see the rotation there. Ula coming back to cover Nina. It's always good to see. And we've got an offence. We've got a chopping offence by the Western Australians outside the just outside the D. It's within shot. It's within view of the camera, or just within view of the goal camera, to give a good picture of what goes on with the free outside. Western Australians will have all their players at the back, and they're not allowed to cross. You're unable to see the line, but they're not allowed to cross the line that the 2 umpires are marking out with 3 metres. We've actually got a timeout. South Australia's being spoken to by their coach. No, they're not.
She just got back.
Oh, I see. Yep, South Australia's were being spoken to by the coach. 15 seconds left in the timeout. Nina Harris going to take the free. She'll be looking to push in and pass it, would be my guess. I reckon you'll be looking to see it go to her right. No, she came in and went to her left. Still in possession of the South Australians. And a nice flick forward there. Held out by Western Australia and pushed into their corner. Trying to drive it up the wall, but the South Australians have managed to break away again and are making a move at the goals. Western Australia again with too many bodies on the bottom for the South Australians to get through. Still a mad scramble. And in the hands of the Western Australian, and she's off. She's going straight down the middle of the pool. Good strong defence by Nina. Back still in dangerous territory for the Western Australians. A single effort there and driven in. Fantastic goal. A lone goal there by Ulla. Coming through as the back. Well, last goal by the South Australians was very quickly answered by the Western Australians, and I dare say we'll see a similar thing here. They'll come back fully charged up. We have 3.5 minutes on the clock. 2-1 in South Australia's favour. And they're off. We've got Owen driving the strike on his own and cleverly kept possession and passed off to his right wing, Charlie. Western Australia now in possession of it, driving it down towards the South Australian goals. It's being held against the wall by the South Australians. And the West Australians have managed to get through. Well done. Managed to get through to in towards the South Australian goal. Good work there, Grace, as the off half down on the bottom, covering the goal. And again, driven out by Ulla. No. West Australia have got it in a dangerous position for South Australia. It's at their 45. You can see them in the gloom. You can see the South Australian off half there just dropping and watching. Covering that last. Well done, Grace. Good stop. Very well played. Again, driven into the corner. And then moved up and out a little by the Western Australians. We've got a call. That was blocking. Blocking against South Australia. Oh, and they're giving a minute there. So that's Owen out for a minute. So a very good idea for the refs to be keeping a tight rein on any illegal physical contact. Again, South Australia playing with only 5. Western Australia are going to be desperate to capitalise on that. There is less than a minute on the clock. So South Australia are going to be playing with 5 for the rest of the game. South Australia have managed to keep it to the wall. But West Australia have found a hole. They've got to the D, but held out yet again. And now driven hard at the goals and again stopped by the South Australian defence. We got 40 seconds. 20 seconds. We got 20 seconds. Very nervous. Defenders up and down. And great work by Nina to pull him up and driving it back to the corner. 2, 1, and there's time. Well, congratulations, South Australia. Bad luck, Western Australia. It was a very hard-fought game.
That was a hard game. 2-1.
And you went into overtime, yeah.
Good luck.
No, 2-1.
Good luck to Western Australia in their upcoming game, and good luck to South Australia tomorrow in the gold medal game against Queensland. Thank you to Ollie, my late but present producer, and Michael, my technical guru, is back, so he'll be switching off the computer and finishing this. My guess is that the Queenslanders will be doing the announcing tomorrow, so that's me done for the week. Thanks all.